You don't pay credit card interest because you're broke. You pay it because you don't understand two dates. Not APR, not rewards, not minimum payment. Two simple dates. Statement date, due date. And once you understand how they work together, the banks lose their edge. Today, I'm going to show you why most people accidentally carry balances, how interest really sneaks in, and the exact timing system wealthy people use to never pay interest. If you've ever thought, but I paid before the due date, so why did I still get charged? This is the video that will change how you use credit forever. Here's the trap. You see this, payment due, March 25. So you think, as long as I pay by March 25, I'm safe. Wrong. That's not the full story. There was another date that already passed, and that's the one that decides whether you pay interest or not. That date is the statement date. Most people ignore it. Banks hope you do. The statement date is the day your credit card cycle closes. On that day, the bank totals all your purchases, freezes the balance, and generates your monthly statement. Let's say your statement date is March 1. The balance on that date is $2,000. That $2,000 becomes your statement balance. Now the clock starts. You typically get 21 to 25 days before the due date. In our example, the due date is March 25. If you pay the full $2,000 by March 25, you pay zero interest. That's called the grace period. But here's where people mess up. You keep using your card after March 1, March 3, groceries, March 7, gas, March 10, dinner. Now your app shows a current balance of $2,700. You panic. You think, I owe $2,700 by March 25. No. You only owe the $2,000 statement balance to avoid interest. That extra $700 belongs to the next cycle. But because apps show the current balance, not the statement balance front and center, people get confused. And confusion creates mistakes. Here's the rule most people don't know. If you pay even $1 less than the full statement balance, you lose the grace period. And when that happens, interest starts accumulating from the original purchase dates, not from the due date. From the purchase date. That's the part nobody explains clearly. Let's say your statement balance is $2,000. You pay $1,900. You think, okay, I'll pay interest on $100. Wrong again. Interest applies to the unpaid $100, and all new purchases immediately start accruing interest too. You've now entered what banks love, the revolving cycle. Once you carry a balance, there is no grace period. Every new swipe accrues daily interest. Interest compounds daily. That $100 mistake snowballs. And here's what makes it dangerous. Minimum payments hide the damage. You see minimum due $40. You pay it. You feel responsible. Meanwhile, your interest might be $65 that month. You're moving backwards. Credit card companies don't make money from responsible users. They make money from revolvers. People who don't understand statement cycles pay the minimum or slightly underpay. And the interface design helps this happen. Big bold minimum payment. Small text statement balance. Behavioral finance at work. They're not tricking you illegally. They're designing around human behavior. People who never pay interest follow one simple rule. They ignore the due date. They track the statement date. Here's the system. Step 1. Know your statement closing date. Step 2. On that date, note the statement balance. Step 3. Pay that exact amount in full before the due date. That's it. Not the current balance. Not the minimum. The statement balance. Every month. You keep your grace period alive forever. Want to level up? Here's what high-level users do. They pay before the statement date. Why? Because your statement balance is what gets reported to credit bureaus. Lower statement balance means lower utilization. Lower utilization means higher credit score. So instead of waiting until March 25, they might pay on February 28. The statement closes at near zero. Their credit score benefits: no interest, maximum rewards, full control. Let me simplify everything into one sentence. The statement date decides whether you pay interest. The due date only decides whether you're late. That's it. Miss the due date, you get a late fee. Miss paying the full statement balance, you get interest. Two completely different consequences. Most people treat them as the same thing. They're not. If you've ever paid interest by accident, it wasn't because you're bad with money. It's because no one explained the timeline. Now you know. So check your credit card app today. Find your statement closing date. Find your statement balance. And next month, beat the system. Because once you understand the calendar, the interest game is over.